Today we'll discuss about one stock. I will talk about the fundamental part. Agarwal Industry Corporation. Why about this company? We're going to talk about and cover the inter fundamental and end of the our my fundamental analysis. Deepak sir will take from there and he will tell you looking at the technical part and tell you when to buy these stocks and what should be the price you should enter and what should be your exit price. And apart from that, those who are holding some of the stock, you obviously commented, you have commented in our in that our group, Telegram group. Obviously, you can put your stocks name. Deepak sir will give his view when to buy, when to sell. If you want my fundamental view, or fundamental obviously takes some time, but I can give you overall idea about the fundamental, how the company is performing. So you can feel free to ask anyone of your stocks to us, whether you can ask me, you can ask Deepak sir, or you can ask both of us about the company. So that will going to be discussed at the later part. So now for Agarwal Industry, let me talk about this company. So this is the company's background. So company is one of the largest, in fact, the highest, largest private company, private player in bitumen. Bitumen means this is called used to particularly for creating road. So their main game is like 79% of their production. They produce bitumen, and that they are incorporated in 1995. And the company also in other segment, they are in the logistics segment. They are also in energy generation through windmill, as well as now they have invested on the solar segment as well. So these are the main area is here. The main business is there. Why I'm identifying this company? Because as per remember that we have a method to identify and scan at least out of 6,000 stocks, we are able to identify 30, 35 odd stocks based on the parameter, and based on that we identify the multi-bagger stocks. And that some of the stocks are, if you look at in the past, some of the stocks have really become a multi-bagger. So potential multi-bagger, we figure it out from there. So now this company come to the list, so it's time to do the analysis. I have done my fundamental analysis. If you have any question, you can raise your hand, or let me give you access to chat as well. You can raise your hand. We can have a discussion. Once I complete my analysis, Deepak sir will take this one. He'll show in the live chat whether this company has a potential to buy or not. Now, if you look at the bitumen consumption versus domestic consumption, so this is how this production has increased. So you can see this is a uptrend. So as the company in industry, Indian economy is growing, government is focusing on infrastructure, roads, and network. So it is still on an uptrend. So it will always dominate than the concrete roads and railways. So it will continue to have a long-term demand. So you can see the India has the second largest network, world network. I have given some of the facts. So by the end, I'll give you the PPT in the group. You can read that PPT. I'm not reading each and every segment. Just give you an overview, and then the doctor will take. So now, if you look at our principle number one, this is why we look at while analysis is company, and you guys remember, so there is a top line growth. Yes, Vinod ji, I will come to you. You have raised your question. So top line growth, if you look at the company's last 3 years, the CAGR growth is 31%. This is significant growth. Last 5 years is 37%. So it is expected that the Indian bitumen market is going to reach 6.8 billion by 2023. Now, what are the factors that is one is an urbanization, and another is a government push to infrastructure. So now, if you look at their company main segment, 79% of their inter production is revenue come from the bitumen and allied products. So this is their main business. But one thing you can notice that over a period of time, they are a dependency on this product is going little down. The reason behind it, they wanted to diversify. They are diversifying in shipping and other areas like logistics, shippings, and electric generation. So, but still, it is the lion's share of their revenue. So mostly, if something happened from here, the revenue will going to impact. So otherwise, the company is doing well. So now, strategically, the company expansion, they are geographically expanding, diversified beyond. They are liquidity. They are on the transport for LPG and other chemical. This one. So this is the financial snapshot. Now, if you remember the principle number two, we used to look at the bottom line growth, the net profit and other profitability parameters. So if you look at their EBITDA margin EBITDA is keep on increasing. So you can see over here now the PAT margin for last 3 years is 32% CAGR growth, and for 5 years is 55% is CAGR growth. Now, if you look at that the expansion in particularly EPS, earning per share. 2019 it was 13x. Now, if you look at that 2023, 2023 it is 92x. Now, by trailing 12 months, it is already 100x. So PE expansion is, or EPS expansion is happening. In terms of pricing, the price is not going that far. So right now you can see the pricing. So you can see over here their EBITDA margin has increasing. EBITDA margin per metric ton they are selling. This is how they are able to generate profit. Now, this is how they are. The main customer are the BPCL and HPCL. So this is you can see over here. This is how they are doing the fleet and all. I will give that one for you. So there are a few points in 2024. They in February 2024 they have already purchased 2 fleet, maintained fleet. It's called MT Gauri, which is around 47,999, mean 47,000, around 48,000 metric tons. So the capacity they have made the capex expenditure out of 54% their own capital and 46% for their taken a loan. So in last quarter, their loan book has increased because of they made a significant capex expenditure. Well, when you go to the go and see the cash flow statement, you can see that their capex has already increased. So now, principle number three, what we need to look at the margin of safety, or we call that the price to earning ratio, or margin of in terms of valuation. Now, if you look at the valuation over here, so now currently the stock is trading at 13.4 XP, where an industry is 17 XP. Now the price currently the price is 894. The intrinsic value is 1400, around 1427. So the margin of safety is still holding. Now let me take you to its competitor. Now, how many of you have already bought Savita Oil Technology? It is there in the Multibagger list. How many of you bought? Please raise your hand. चैट में बताओ कौन कौन सा आपने खरीदा है. Not yet, sir. I am holding Sudhir, sir. Yes. No. Okay. Those who are new, obviously. Yes. This TG, you will discuss about your stock as well. I am holding. Devdeep Khan is there. By here that Anirban grade, you have bought it at 240 grade, 50% up, Pallav sir. So this is one of the stocks that we have identified for last year, and I have properly provided a research report around 14 page or 15 page. I have given to or no, not 14, 7-8 page research report about this company, and I told that the price will going to hit around 900. The stocks. Now you can see currently the stocks is already 600 or 300 और 2 साल में आ जाएगा. 3 years दिया था मैंने टारगेट. ऑलरेडी इतना ग्रोथ हो चुका है स्टॉक. ओके, अभी भी लिस्ट में है. अभी भी कभी सोल्ड मत करना, प्रॉफिट बुक मत करना. स्टॉक पोटेंशियल बहुत ज्यादा हाई है. नाउ that is another thing. Now if you look at their competitor, based on that competitor, this company's PE is very low, and you can see that intrinsic value, this company intrinsic value is much higher. Now this principle is also following. There are other principle that you need to look at over here. मार्जिन जो रॉ मटेरियल बिजनेस में होता है, उन लोगों का मार्जिन बहुत ज्यादा अच्छा नहीं होता है, क्योंकि अगर वैल्यू एडेड प्रोडक्ट होता है तो मार्जिन ज्यादा होता है, और पर्टिकुलर नीश में कोई इंडस्ट्री काम करता है तो ये होता है. अगर सीमेंट इंडस्ट्री में होगा, अगर कोई पर्टिकुलरली कोई रॉ मटेरियल इंडस्ट्री में होता है तो वो मार्जिन बहुत ज्यादा नहीं होता है, तो दे आर मेंटेनिंग अ मॉडरेट मार्जिन around 4% to 5-7%, that is expected. Debt to equity ratio is still comfortable, and you can look at one of the beautiful part over here. It is their ROE, return on equity, and return on ROC. These are the parameters is very strong. Now look at that their promoter. The only challenge that I think that the Inter family is running by Agarwal. So ये थोड़ा सा मेरा discomfort zone है. Otherwise the company में कोई problem नहीं है. The promoter holding is very stable. और मैंने सुपरस्टार पोर्टफोलियो में मैं देखा था दो सुपरस्टार इन्वेस्टेड, दे आर इन्वेस्टिंग अराउंड 4% इन दिस कंपनी, सो देयर आर अ स्ट्रांग होल्डिंग एज वेल. सो अभी एफआईआई होल्डिंग भी इंक्रीज हो रहा है इस कंपनी में, डीआईआई भी इंक्रीज हो रहा है. तो मेरे को now all thing is not good in this company. One thing is the risks associated with this business is little high. So if you look at the idiosyncratic risks, and the total risk is very high. The reason behind it is the industry is in very cyclical in nature. साल में हर टाइम रोड नहीं होता है. जब रेनी सीजन जो होता है तब वो स्लो डाउन हो जाता है ड्यूरिंग दैट टाइम. नंबर टू इज द इसका मार्जिन जो है इज वेरी मच डिपेंडिंग ऑन two things. They are importing 50% of the raw material, तो उसका forex और export भी हो रहा है इसका. तो इस forex रेट के लिए मतलब करेंसी रेट फ्लक्चुएशन इज वन ऑफ द मेजर कंसर्न. उससे उससे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है इसका रॉ मटेरियल. तो दे आर डिपेंडिंग ऑन द फ्यू सप्लायर. तो कंसंट्रेशन रिस्क इसमें ज्यादा है. तो these are the factors that the company is facing. Other than that, management सिर्फ अग्रवाल ये कर रहा है. That is what I have seen. So this is the strength I have already put over here. Now credit rating अगर आप देखोगे स्टॉक का credit rating A plus है, A minus है, तो A is an investment grade and it is stable. Reconfirm अभी recently ये हुआ है. And these are the strength. These are the strength which is there. You can read. These are the weakness. You can also read. जो मैंने चीज बोला था cyclic and in nature. These are the things are there. तो ये जिसका जो साइकिल पेट्रो है ये जो ये सब चीजें इसका साइकिल का नेचर है. Now should I invest in this company or not? I will ask Deepak sir to explain the right time to invest this company. So I am stop sharing. If anyone have any question on fundamental, you can ask to me. Raise your hand. Let me give you the access. Follow said yes. Yes. Yes,
Am
sir.
I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah, hi, Saikat. Good evening, and good evening to others as well. So, first of all, thank you, Saikat, for giving a walkthrough. The way you're done. I think this is the first time we are looking into this kind of section where you are giving a recommendation and giving a background of the company. The
I
other
give
thing,
I based on my analysis I have given that, but in whether you're going to invest or not, it's up to your risk.
yeah,
But this is
absolutely.
what I
That
this
is
is what I
personal.
feel about
It is personal.
Correct. What I'm
yeah.
saying, the way you give the walkthrough, right? This is
Mhm.
if this is the expectation, but I like that expectation, right? And we would love to get this kind of views. That is point number one. Because it's the first time we are looking into this kind of presentation from you for any stock. I don't know if it was done in the past, but
It actually in other group we used to do that, but for this group we wanted to educate you. Before that I wanted to give you a what is fundamental analysis, what is technical analysis, because what are the terms that I am telling, right? Cash from operating activity. If you do not know, if you do not go through the fundamental analysis earlier classes, maybe you find difficulty to absorb. But those who are new to today, they have joined. I request them to go through the curriculum and you'll be able to understand. But I hope you understand that because you
no,
already there
absolutely.
in
Yeah, that's what I'm
Actually,
telling you.
whatever we have teach you, all the guys, so that you are refreshing the Mr. Soikal is refreshing you, whatever you learned till now. And with the live example, he tried to explain to you. Got it?
Okay,
Yeah,
आप बताइए,
yeah,
हाँ बताइए.
yeah, correct. That's what I want this to happen, right? The another thing, right? You were running through some of the slides. Now, what happened, right? When you teach, right, people will try to understand. Now, when we try to go back and recollect, at least for me, I don't know about others, so I don't want to generalize that thing. But I don't want you to run it fast. Spend some time, recollect, recap that concept what you covered, and what is the approach we should take if we want to do this kind of analysis, right? I don't know if you're going to do this every time, but
Mhm.
we want a direction how this can be done, right? Your the model is there, the one which you have built. We are going to input some parameters. Now, how do we get some of these values while you're explaining, like, stock P? In the previous slide also there were some other concepts. Just help us to refresh those terms once again, so it will be easy for us to
Okay.
understand
Let
what
me
you're going
let
to do.
me show you with my model. This is purely depend my model that I over the years that I perfected, and this is what I able to find good quality stocks. So based on that, I get this peak, and how I have done that. Let me show you and go through that this phase, so you will able to understand. So give me 1 minute. Let me open this model now. So now you will get to know. So now this is when use this model. So go to the multi-bagger list, and you will get the list of stocks over here. Now we generally find we do the analysis of the stock first, because from here we got Signity. Signity has given a Signity, TGB stock. These are the stocks. Vishnu Chemical, Godavari Power, that become a significant. Yeah, and if you joined last week, somebody already tell he bought at 650 around, and it is right now. So what are the stocks we are finding over here? Some of them become are very much winning stocks. So if you blindly, what we have seen historically, if I blindly invest in this stock, still I will be winner. Now I have to do the further analysis. So I did the further analysis apart from the screening. So what we figured it out, this is the company, and company's parameters are this is the current P. So price to earning ratio, if I have to compare with the industry first. Now I will do the industry. If I see over here, the company is very relatively undervalued. Take to equity ratio is moderate, which is one of the parameters. So if you look at the parameter over here, these are the 9 parameters we need to see. So first, I am checking whether the company is providing growing at a 10 consistently growing 10% year on year. If I look at this slide, this sheet, you can see 5 years it is already growing. No, not this one. It's being closed. This one. Let me download this. इधर गया.
The idea for the class is basically fundamental and technical to be replaced to all of you, so that you can more trade with the more perfection.
Now,
Sure.
एक मिनट अब देखो, एक अगर इस अभी ये पैरामीटर्स में देख रहा हूँ उस कंपनी. Now I'm going to income statement, and I'm looking at the company is growing on a CAGR for 5 years. 5 years में अगर देखो लास्ट 2019 में इसका रेवेन्यू था 531. आज के दिन में ये 2000 करोड़ क्रॉस कर चुका है. And with a growing infrastructure growth, ये आगे जाके growth होगा. मतलब this is what the past record, but the past record is not the guarantee that will going to happen in the future. So what I have seen, what is their main product. So my first target is to understand what is the main product. जो 5 साल में ग्रोथ हो रहा है, ये आगे जाके ग्रोथ होगा कि नहीं. तो इसका मेन प्रोडक्ट है बेतुमन है, जो रोड मैन्युफैक्चरिंग के लिए, और मे बी किसी किसी जगह में लीकेज जो होता है ना छत पे, तो उसके लिए भी
market is very will increase rapidly because due to this government initiative to build a highway extensively, that's why the company will definitely.
तो इसका डिमांड बहुत ये है. उसके अलावा कंपनी आल्सो ट्राई टू डाइवर्सिफाइड इनटू अदर बिजनेस सेगमेंट. तो इसका एक शिपिंग का बिजनेस सेगमेंट है, लॉजिस्टिक का है. तो इफ यू लुक एट दिस वन, एंड आई कैन सी दैट द कंपनी इज सॉलिड रेवेन्यू है, और ये लार्जेस्ट प्लेयर है प्राइवेट में. और इसमें गवर्नमेंट डायरेक्टली नहीं लेता है, गवर्नमेंट बीपीसीएल एचपीसीएल से थ्रू इसका टेंडर हो रहा है. तो 4th क्वार्टर टेंडर इज ऑलरेडी एग्जीक्यूटिंग. तो इसका एग्जीक्यूशन लेवल भी बहुत फास्ट है. अगर इसका रेवेन्यू, अगर इसका इन्वेंटरी देखोगे, इन्वेंटरी 20 to 30 डेज से ज्यादा इसका इन्वेंटरी नहीं होता इन्वेंटरी साइकिल का. तो मतलब इसका एग्जीक्यूशन भी बहुत फास्ट है. तो ये सब चीज से कंपनी अच्छा है. प्रॉब्लम फंडामेंटली कंपनी में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. देयर इज स्टेडी रेवेन्यू ग्रोथ. दी ओनली प्रॉब्लम है जिसका ये जो सप्लाई जो रॉ मटेरियल लेता है ना, उससे प्रॉब्लम है, क्योंकि ये कॉन्सेंट्रेशन 2-3 कंपनी से लेता है. अगर उसमें प्रॉब्लम होगा, because व्हाट हैपन, अगर अब उसमें मतलब 5 quarter जो होता है ना रूल होता है, आपको सप्लायर बार्गेनिंग पावर,
This is all crude
प्रोड्यूसर
byproduct.
बार्गेनिंग पावर।
This is their raw material is the crude byproduct. That
हाँ
may
हाँ,
be
तो वो
petroleum
जो
byproduct.
बाई प्रोडक्ट जो 3-4 कंपनी से ही ले रहा है, आगे जाके जो सप्लायर और ज्यादा होगा तो
वो
इसका
इंडिया में
सप्लायर
नहीं,
डिस्काउंट।
इंडिया में 3-4 कंपनी में IOCL है, BPCL है, हिंदुस्तान
हाँ, तीन
पेट्रोलियम
तीन
है,
चार ही है
रिलायंस
वो।
है और हल्दिया
रिलायंस के
पेट्रोलियम, ये
साथ
चार
उसका,
4-5
रिलायंस के
कंपनी
साथ
है।
कुछ है नहीं, ये गवर्नमेंट के साथ ही है। तो
हम्म।
बाकी अगर आपको देखोगे तो पैरामीटर्स वाइज सब कुछ सही है। दो चीज इसमें कंसर्न है। तो इंटरली इफ यू लुक एट द ऑल अग्रवाल्स आर देयर, सो वन
Family business, their family business.
देयर फैमिली बिजनेस, तो ये एक थोड़ा सा कंसर्न है, क्योंकि वो
फैमिली
दूसरा है ना
प्रोमोटर
वेदांता
प्रोमोटर प्रोमोटर होल्डिंग देखो ना, प्रोमोटर होल्डिंग कितना है?
नहीं, प्रोमोटर
प्रोमोटर
होल्डिंग स्टेबल है, तो अगर तुम
61%, दैट मीन्स कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है।
सिग्रीवा तो
61%,
पहले था, वो पहले था, अभी 57%।
57।
बट वो भी स्ट्रॉन्ग है, स्टेबल है। और एफडीआई भी इंक्रीज हो रहा है, दैट्स नॉट नथिंग बैड ओवर हियर। बट वो मेरा ये वेदांता का भी तो अग्रवाल है, तो वेदांता का की हालत देखो, तो थोड़ा बहुत वो कंसर्न है, अदरवाइज कुछ नहीं है। नॉट एवरीवन इज अ बैड प्रमोटर, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। दूसरा चीज है इसमें जो प्रोफाइलिंग है, रिस्क प्रोफाइलिंग, ये थोड़ा सा ज्यादा एक बार डिटेल में एक बार एनालिसिस कर लेना। तो ये जो
Sagat, you're not audible.
ये मेरा क्या हो गया,
नहीं आवाज तो आ रहा?
नहीं इट्स
नहीं नहीं, सही का आवाज इज परफेक्टली ओके। Allows you
ओके।
just disconnect and log in maybe.
हाँ, तो ये चीज है। तो दिस इज स्ट्रेंथ एंड वीकनेसेस आई हैव ऑलरेडी मेंशन ओवर हियर। आई विल गिव यू द पीपीटी, एक बार देख लेना। आई विल नॉट गो थ्रू दिस वन। सो एक बार सब चीज मैं ये नहीं कर रहा हूँ, जस्ट गिव यू एन ओवरव्यू। अगर
So
कोई
because
टर्म डिफिकल्टी लगे तो बिकॉज
so
सो
because
दिस
stop
इज,
शेयर करो, मैं अभी उनको टेक्निकल दिखा देता हूँ।
हाँ अब स्टॉप से कर रहा हूँ, अब टेक्निक।
ये आप लोग देख रहे हो मेरा चार्ट, ये विल सी
Yes,
इसका
sir.
जो, इससे जो डिमांड जोन है ना, ये डिमांड जोन से नीचे आए थे, आके फिर इसको क्रॉस करके ऊपर गया है। दैट मीन्स आप ये जो है, ये डिमांड जोन से इसका नीचे यहाँ तक नहीं आएगा। कहाँ तक जाएगा? ये वीकली चार्ट है। अब ये जो सप्लाई जोन है ना, देखो ये सप्लाई जोन है, नियर टर्म में एक्सपेक्टेड है। अभी जो प्राइस आज तो नीचे गया था, लेकिन एक्सपेक्टेड है जो प्राइस है 1042 और 150 रुपये, 1050 रुपीज तक जाएगा, एक्सपेक्टेड है। और अगर नीचे जाएगा तो कहाँ तक जाएगा? 839। इसका नीचे अभी जाना डिफिकल्ट है। Why I am saying this? Because this is a very strong zone. ये ड्रॉप बेस के बाद बहुत बड़ा रैली हुआ वीकली में, देखो ना कितना बड़ा यहाँ पे है। तो इसमें मतलब यहाँ पे ह्यूज पेंडिंग ऑर्डर पड़ा है यहाँ पे, मतलब बहुत बड़ा बायर यहाँ पे एंट्री है, ये प्राइस को नीचे जाने नहीं देगा। तो इसीलिए क्या हुआ, यहाँ से फिर प्राइस ऊपर गया है। ये कौन सा कैंडल था? दिस इज ऑल्सो ग्रीन कैंडल। दिस इज ये देखो ग्रीन कैंडल, इसके बाद गैप अप होके ग्रीन हुआ है। थोड़ा सा रेड हुआ, इसीलिए हुआ रेड, इसीलिए यहाँ पे हुआ। यहाँ पे जो बेस कैंडल बना है ना, ये दोनों रेड था, इसीलिए थोड़ा सा आज रेड हुआ है। बट एक्सपेक्टेड है ये ऊपर जाएगा
देखो इंट्रिंसिक वैल्यू इसका जो दिखा रहा है अभी, जो
लॉन्ग
फंडामेंटली,
टर्म में।
लेट मी अब दिखाओ, अब जो दिखाओ मैं नंबर बता रहा हूँ। इंट्रिंसिक वैल्यू इसका 1400 है, ठीक है। आप टेक्निकल भी बोल रहा है इसका अराउंड 1000 के ऊपर जाएगा, तो
1050 से 1100 देखो ना।
1100 जा रहा है, तो
हाँ।
फंडामेंटली ऑब्वियसली फंडामेंटल का और ऑलमोस्ट कोलाइड हो रहा है। अब थाउजेंड्स का रैली 200 पॉइंट तो ऊपर, यहाँ से 200 पॉइंट ऊपर जाने का चांस ही है।
शॉर्ट टर्म में प्रॉफिटेबल है, लॉन्ग टर्म में भी प्रॉफिटेबल तो है ही।
एक कंपनी लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए आप अगर इन्वेस्ट करोगे तो प्रॉफिटेबल है, बट कंपनी थोड़ा सा
ये
रिस्की
देखो,
है क्योंकि
ये
इसमें
अगर
बहुत
मैं
सारा फैक्टर
बोलूं,
इन्वॉल्व है।
ये डेली टाइम पे में देखो, डेली टाइम पे में अब किया मैंने, यहाँ पे देखो ड्रॉप बेस ह्यूज रैली, वो वीकली में भी वही था, डेली में भी वही है। इसके बाद क्या हुआ, यहाँ पे ह्यूज ग्रीन कैंडल दिया है, तो यहाँ पे गैप भी है, एक्सपेक्टेड है इसका नीचे नहीं जाना चाहिए। कौन सा प्राइस, ये वाला प्राइस के नीचे 850 के नीचे एक्सपेक्टेड है, जाना नहीं चाहिए। तो आप लोग अगर आप भी से थोड़ी तरह बाय कर सकते हो, अदरवाइज ये अगर प्राइस यहाँ पे आए, कहाँ पे, देन यू कैन एक्यूमुलेट और स्टार्ट बाइंग। व्हाट इज द प्राइस, इस बेस कैंडल के बाद दैट मींस 859 और 860, और इस एरिया में आए देन यू कैन स्टार्ट बाइंग टू गेट अ गुड रीजनेबल प्रॉफिट। नॉट इट।